Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a very different video for me. I'm going to do a plan with me video. I think I did this beginning of 2019. I had received a new planner and I kind of took you guys through it and I really enjoy it. If you are new to my channel, I have a lot on my plate that I need to keep organized, but I haven't found a true rhythm with my planner yet. But I am a homeschooling mama of 5. I'm a pastor, I do hair, and I also have a health coaching business. So I have a lot of things that I need to manage, and I've tried digital planners, I've tried the Erin Condren, I've tried the one I had last year, it's a Christian planner, and I just haven't found my groove. I did try bullet journaling maybe the beginning of 2017 and I liked it, but I had a hard time keeping up with it. But I've done a lot more research and YouTube searching and Pinterest searching, and I think I've found a method that's going to work for me. So I'm going to give the bullet journal another try in 2020, or at least for this first half. And so today's video is going to be me setting up my 2020 journal and just kind of taking you through like how I brainstorm at the beginning of a year to just set up my year with purpose and intention and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. So like I said, last year I had the Christian planner, and I really liked that they had in the front of it, you create a vision board. So I had this awesome vision board that I did refer back to a lot, and I just love that I have this. But we created vision boards as a family, and I have them hanging. I could show you that another time. But then there was things that like just prompts of like, I daily want to do this, twice a week I want to do this. What are my 2019 goals? Just different prompts. So I kind of took that and started to create different goals. And then another thing that we do that I like to do, my battery's gonna die. Are you serious? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Another thing that we like to do is Brad and I like to set up a date either like right at New Year's or a little bit before to talk about what we want to accomplish in 2020 as a family, as a couple, as business partners in many regards. So we did that, I think the day after Christmas, so the 27th. We went and just grabbed a coffee and we sat and we just like brainstormed our goals. So I have 20 goals for 2020 because the year of symmetry and I love that. So you're gonna see some of that in here, and we also went through what do we feel like we want to be preaching in 2020, kind of the flow of that. So we just brainstormed some different sermon series and things like that. And then we met with our church lead and kind of did the same thing, like what events do we want to do, what outreaches do we want to accomplish, what do we want to accomplish in 2020. So after all those meetings were done, I sat down and I wrote that all in my old journal, like in the back of the notes section, and I started Pinteresting different ways I could track some of these goals, different ways I could just have fun with it. So that is what you're going to see in my bullet journal. So I got this bullet journal at Hobby Lobby for, I think it was regularly $9, and then it was 40% off at the beginning of the year. So I got it for like $5-6. Then I did get a few supplies. So I decided I was gonna go with like a Great Gatsby 20s feel to my journal, especially in the beginning because it's 2020, we're beginning the 20s, and I love it, and I think I was born in the wrong decade. So I got some gold pens. These are just the Pentel metallic gel pens. I got a pack of 2 of them, but I can't find the other one. And then I also got these metallic gel pens, again from Hobby Lobby. They were $9.99, but then I had a coupon, so they were 40% off. So I grabbed those. I got gold and silver washi tape. Again, all this is from Hobby Lobby. And then I got the the journaling sticker for Happy Planner. I did do a Happy Planner. I would say I liked that one. So like if this one doesn't work out, I'll probably go back to Happy Planner because I really did enjoy that. But I have a good feeling about this. So, and then I got a little set of rulers, protractors, and like triangles. And then I got a set of circle maker. That sounds like a church song. Things. Because when I was Pinteresting and all that stuff, it seemed that is what people had to just help And then it came with a tiny ruler, which I keep misplacing, that just to help make a straighter line. So the dots in a bullet journal, if you're not familiar, it's just plain paper basically, but has tiny little dots, so you could kind of grid your designs and things like that and still have measurement without like measuring. But I like really nice straight lines, so I needed that little ruler, which I hope I find it because I keep losing it. So I'm just gonna do a little talk through of this, and then I'm also gonna do some still shots so you could see up closer of what I'm talking about. So my first little page, I just wanted to do this cute hello 2020 and my name in my journal, and then I did like this art deco little design. I really liked it. A lot of my inspo came from the plant-based bride. She did like a 20s theme, so I'm like, ooh, I'm copying. And then this is something that I think is gonna be super helpful to me, that I think was one of my main problems when I tried a bullet journal before, is I did a grid spacing cheat sheet. So that way I could see, okay, if I want 5 boxes, I need to count out 8 little dots or whatever. I just feel like this will make it a lot quicker and faster instead of me having to like do math with a ruler. And then I did this year at a glance, so I just have all 12 months where I could see quickly what day something falls on, how many days are in the month. And then I put this Bible verse, a man's heart plans his way, but the Lord determines his steps. Just kind of like, let's plan, let's do, but like at the same time be willing to adjust if God says to do something different. And then another kind of like, this is, they call them future logs in the bullet journaling community. So it's again the month, each month, but there's more space to write like a birthday or a trip or something I know that's going to happen in that month. So that way when I'm making my monthly spreads, I could look at this really quickly and know what I need to add in to that. And then we have, all right guys, this is gonna look a little different now because I have to do it on my phone. My camera died and I do not have the patience to wait to film this because I have like right now. So let's get back. So again, when my husband and I met together, we decided on some goals and things that we want for our family. I have some personal ones, so I just went and I wanted to have something to track those actual goals to know if we succeeded this year or whatever. So one of our goals last year was to go on like 4 dates a month. It wasn't really realistic in the season we're in right now. So this year we've decided to plan out 1 date a month, and then hopefully we get more than that. But at least we have one. And then another thing we ran into is we would be so busy and I'd be like, okay, let's go on a date. What do we do? So we also decided on 12 things that we want to do this year. So we planned out 12 dates. Some cost some money, some are free, some are in between. Like we have some gift cards and things that we can use. So that is what we decided. We decided 12 different days, some trips that we want to take this year or that are already planned for us to take this year. We're doing a missions trip to Spain in March. I have a convention for my health coaching business in July. So those things are already set. And then like what family trips do we want to do or little things. And then I came up with this last year when we came home from Florida. And I never like gave it feet, so I wanted to give it feet this year. I was saying, what would we do if we were flying to California from another state to visit? Like, what things would we want to see besides Disney? Because if you are a part of this channel, you know we go to Disney a lot. Like, what other things? Like, California is so rich with things to do that people fly here all the time and we're missing it. So I put California tourist things, like I want to go to Yosemite and Alcatraz and just different things that we've never done, even though we're Californians, and do them because you have the opportunity like once. So I wanted to do that. And then I also have a page of like my 2020 goals written out. So there's 5 different sections with 4 different goals in each section. So there's mind and body, business, church, finances, family, and I will write my goals in there. I have them written down. I just hadn't transferred it. And I was like, I want to get this video up. So let's do that. So I have my date night, my trips, my California tourist, and then my 20 and 2020 goals. And then another big thing we need to do this year, we had killed it in 2018 paying down debt. Like we were attacking it like a, what does Dave Ramsey say? Like a gazelle, or with gazelle intensity. We were going for it. Every extra penny went to debt. Like it was just, we were doing the darn thing. 2019, we really got lax. And then we took that big trip to Florida. We ended up putting some stuff on a credit card, and it just snowballed back into this place where we don't like. So we're back really focused on paying down debt, one, and also just becoming more intentional with our money. I'll tell you one of our ideas with that, but so I did a debt snowball tracker where I'm gonna track as we pay things off. I don't think we'll be able to be fully debt free in 2020. We might be, I don't know, maybe I should speak more life into that. But I will be able to see like, hey, we made headway, it's good. And then I also have a savings tracker because again, we are both self-employed and taxes was a lot more than we expected this year. So I need to save for that. And like Christmas, we want to buy a house. So I want to save for a house and then just have a really good emergency fund because again, we're both self-employed. You never know what's going to happen. So it'd be nice to have a really good emergency fund to just be there. So again, I wanted to be able to track those things. So I made those spreads, and then I am a health coach and I am very focused on my own personal health, and I wanted to track it better because I don't necessarily need to lose weight anymore. I lost 65 pounds 2 years ago. I've been able to maintain it for 2 years, fluctuating like 5 pounds here and there, you know, all that good stuff. But I've been able to maintain it, but that doesn't mean that I don't have new goals I need to hit with my health. I think sometimes when you're losing weight, it's so easy to track because you're like, okay, another 2 pounds down. And like, you're like, ooh, 20 pounds, ooh, 30 pounds, ooh, 40 pounds. And then once you get to your goal weight, like what's the new goal? So I just wanted something to be able to track that. I want to develop a really good workout routine this year. I feel like in the last 2 months of 2019, I've gotten good momentum going in that area. So I just want to be able to track that. I continue that. I do have a body tracker. So like measurements and weight to measure just to keep an eye on it, because that which you don't track, you like lose track of. That was bad, but you know what I mean. So even though I don't feel like I need to lose a ton of weight, maybe 5 pounds, if I don't track it, like it could creep up and I don't realize. And so I just feel like this is a good way to keep a snapshot of what my health looks like in 2020. So I'm pretty pumped about that. And I just have like a grid of, so I could do the weight, my measurements for every month. I have each month lined out, and then however many days, and I'm gonna X off if I work out that day, and some motivational quotes. And then I also have a personal goal of reading 12 books this year. That's only one a month. I wish I could do like one a week and have 52 books as my goal, but that's just not the season I'm in. So I figured 12 is a really good goal for this year. I actually had that for last year, and I believe I was 2 books shy, but I didn't track it. So I'm like trying to remember what books I read. So this way I could track the books I've read and I can know if I hit it for sure. And then I love that. And then I have on this side, it's called an ideal day spread. And I really like this as I was looking through the bullet journal community, because I often write this out to just like remind myself like, okay, go to bed on time. These are the things you need to get done in a day. So I loved that right in the beginning of my yearly spread that I have my ideal day. Things like waking up at 6, going to bed at 11, just different things. Of course, there's not specifics about work in here or about school, but it's like, okay, this is the time block that I'm gonna do school. This is the time block that I need to work. So that way when I'm making appointments and things, that I know after 2, school is done, so we can make appointments for that time. Or if, anyway, it leaves room to flex, but I have a plan. I feel good about that. And then this is something new for me because I have had this channel for like 7 years, and I enjoy putting out content so much. Like I have done this as a hobby for the last 7 years and I love it, but I really, 2019, I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I got to 945, which I was so happy. I believe I began 2019 at like 700. So I grew maybe more than that, maybe like 800, but I grew by over 100 subscribers in 2019. I'm so excited about that. But I really feel like God has not only given me the desire for this platform, but you know, I have some subscribers, so I'm super excited about that. And I want to give it more of my best. I don't feel like I've given YouTube my best. I feel like I've definitely used it as a hobby, which it's a fun hobby. Like I said, I love creating content. Like even the other day we were vlogging and I told Brad, I'm like, I'm so glad I do this. Like I haven't reaped any reward from it. Like I am not sponsored by anybody. I don't make any money from this. I just do it because I love it. And he was like, you're so funny. I was like, but I love that I have all these memories. I love that I just have a place to talk to people. I love this. So in my 2020, I am gonna be a lot more intentional with my YouTube. So I did like a YouTube ideas planner because that's part of it. Like I'll get a great idea for a video and then half an hour later it's out of my brain and I just am always like, well, I could do a vlog. I want it to be so much more intentional. So I did a planner for YouTube. And then I also have my sermon ideas on the opposite page. So again, we pastor a church. So I put all the Sundays that are in the year and just different ideas for sermon series and things like that. And then that's it. So now I have to go do my January, even though it's already January 4th. I'm just gonna skip this first week and I'm gonna start it on the 5th on Sunday, tomorrow. So I'm gonna go work on that. But I just feel like this is gonna be such a good, so my word for 2020 is create. And I did that word because one, I feel like I am a creative person and I feel like I have gotten so bogged down in my responsibilities and my tasks that I haven't allowed myself to be creative. Even in the things I do, like the way I approach situations and things like that, I just do the easiest, the fastest, and the most common. But that's not actually who I am and that's not being fulfilling to me. So I want to approach my debt with creativity. Like what can I do? What can I sell? What can I do a Poshmark account? What can I do to help pay down this debt as quickly as possible in a creative way? Savings, same thing. Like what other way can I create income that we can save, or what ways can I cut down budgets so that we can put money in savings or to the debt or whatever? My business, how can I get creative with my clients and just encourage them and be there for them? And maybe they live in another state. How can we get creative and like maybe we FaceTime a coffee date or whatever? My church, I need to be so much with my church, that's a little more personal just because I want to be creative in the way we approach God in the Bible and not in a disrespectful or like not holy way. But I feel like the world is different now. I feel like it is more digital. I feel like it is more online. I feel like we have to be creative in how we look at things and present that to people so they can understand that the grace of God is still so true today. The Bible is not just this old ancient thing, it's alive and active. And so how can I be creative in how I present that? My family, how can I create an environment that they just love to be in and that's safe and fun? So I'm going way more into depth. But I texted my mentor today and she asked, what's your word for the year? And I said, it's create, because I want to stop living in expectation and in how it should be or how it's easiest to be. And I want to create a life I love, and I want to do it in a way that honors me and God and His purpose and call for me, not what I think other people think, if that makes sense. So that was a really long rant about my planner and my word and just my intentions for this year and all the things. I would love if you comment your word below and why you chose that word for 2020. And if you haven't chosen a word yet, it's never too late. Like, I don't care if you're watching this in June, it's not too late to choose a word. Do it. Let me know if you bullet journal and what your best advice for me to like be successful in this is. I don't think I'm gonna like get too like crazy with my spreads. I'm gonna figure out what works for me well, but then the same thing, like I could doodle in here. I could like put my church notes. Like, I just feel like it's gonna be a one-stop shop. I feel like I've had 5 different notebooks for all my different things. Like, I have a business notebook, I have a church notebook, I have a meal planning and a budgeting notebook. Like, I just want one that I pull out and it could be my thing. So obviously this isn't gonna last me the full year, but I do love that when I look back at this, however long it lasts me, I'll be able to see what meal plan I did, what church notes we had. I just love that. So let me know if you bullet journal. Let me know what your favorite planner is and how you plan, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed making it. If you like this, click the like thumb thingy, subscribe for more of this craziness that is my brain. That's kind of what this channel has become, is just this like space where I just kind of give you what I'm learning. And join our tribe. We'd love to have one more, and we'll see you in our next video.